So I'm using iMovie 10 here, and we're going to look at using audio in your project. So I have some sample clips here, and I've created a sample movie project, and I just put the clips in there. And I can see the audio in here by going over to the right here and selecting show waveform. So I can see audio. If there's somebody speaking, sometimes you can actually tell at what point of they're talking that they're at by the waveform here. But there's some functionality already built into the waveform. You see, if I move my cursor right over the line, I can grab it and move it up and down, lower the volume there. Now I can also control the volume as it flows through the clip. I can do that by using the Option key and holding that down and clicking on the line. And you'll see what's going to happen is I'm going to create these little points here. There we go. There's one. There's another. There's another. And I can drag the area inside these points here. And I could drag the points themselves left and right. So there's a lot you can do if you need to lower the volume of a section. You can create 4 points like that and then drag down or raise it up. So there's a lot you can do. We can expand the section a little bit more this way and also increase the clip size here, and then we can get a better grasp on these points here and be able to control them a little bit better and add new ones and such. So you can see I can actually raise and lower the single point, or I can move it from side to side. So there's a lot you can do to change the pattern and lower the volume in some places and raise it in others. You could also adjust the volume by selecting the clip and then going to adjust here and clicking on the speaker icon. And there's several things you can do. You can have an auto adjust, which will try to normalize the volume there. You can see it raised it up a little bit. Sometimes it'll raise it, sometimes it'll lower it. You can also just change the volume here, just the same as dragging that line. And in addition to that, you can just mute the audio from this clip entirely. You can see it disappears. So if the audio is not something you're using from that clip, you can use that to do it very easily. And then in addition, you've got this lower volume from other clips. So if you have a picture-in-picture or a cutaway, you can have it automatically lower the volume of everything else except this one. Now, of course, you can also add audio in here, and there's several ways to do that. One is you can go to the content library, and you've got iTunes for some music in your collection. You also have sound effects and items from GarageBand. Let's go to sound effects. They all work basically the same way. In sound effects here, you can look at all of the list here of stuff that's built in to iMovie, and you can grab a piece here and drag and drop it in. Now I can put it in several different places. I can put it here at the bottom, which makes it an overall backing track to the video. But I could also put it above that and add it just to the video itself. So let me do that. And you can see it actually attaches to one of the clips there, so it'll move with this one that's attached to. And this is a good example because maybe I want to replace the volume, the sound of the waves here with actual sound of a beach with children playing on it. So I could go in and lower the volume here, or I could mute this this entire video clip completely. And sorry, let me do it here, and then here I want this to play, and I can then just have this play on the background. I can mix the two together. The two would certainly be mixed. I could also add more than one. So, for instance, if I wanted to create some fireworks in the background, I can actually put both of these in here, and you can see it will add both in. So you can layer as many pieces of audio as you want, and they'll each start and stop at the right place. You can shrink down the duration of it. There we go. Like that. And you can adjust the volume and add the sound curve just like we were doing up here with each one of these. You could also just drag and drop from the Finder. We switch to the Finder here, and I've got some WAV files. I could drag those in as well, and you can see how it comes in just as easy as if it's coming from the content library. And now I've got some music here overlaying the sound of the beach with the children, overlaying the audio inside of the clip. You also have a few other options I want to show you. You can select any clip here, or you can select one of these pieces of music, and you can then click here under adjust, and you can reduce background noise. You can also equalize the sound. And there are a few other options as well. For instance, just as you can split video clips, you can also split sound here. So I have this selected, and I've got the playback head right here. I can go to the split clip, or just use Command B, and you can see it splits the audio. Now I can do different things with it like that. And I'd say the biggest mistake that most people make when adding audio is they add the audio down here, like for instance putting this all the way down here, and then they can't do as much with it because it's this background track to the entire movie when it's back here. What you really want to do in most cases is actually place it up here, attach it to movie clips so that you can layer audio and do different things with it.